Hey church, it's Pastor Geoffrey with the weekly video blog for the coming weekend, which is July 26th and 27th. Here we are, the last weekend in July already. And so we're going to have a few activities this week that you guys should be aware of. First off, it is Wednesday here at the office, and on Wednesday evening we're going to have our fellowship meal at the church at 6 p.m., which is going to be followed by our Bible study. We are looking at the book of 1 Corinthians for a few messages, answering some questions. So question and answer is what we're doing for Bible study during the summer. And so we got a few questions. We started on this passage last week in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and into 13, and hopefully we'll get into 13 and then go into 14 this evening. So that is the plan for Wednesday activities. When we get towards the weekend, there are a couple of things going on in the weekend that we should be aware of. First off, there is a citywide rummage sale going on, and Saturday several of us will be at the church, and we'll be selling a few things that we have to put out for a rummage sale as well. And so if you want to come by and stop and look, or come help out with that, we should be at the church in the morning, and so you guys can participate in some of those things as well. And then we get into Sunday, and last Sunday, we started this little summer series called the Beauty Series with a message that was entitled The Beauty of Forgiveness. And we want to look at why the Lord is beautiful. Why the Lord is beautiful to us. And so we looked at his forgiveness last week. If you missed that message, you can go to the website and go find it, etc., at the YouTube channel as well, and you can listen to that. Be good for you if you missed it to listen to that before this weekend, because this weekend we're going to talk about the beauty of his grace. The beauty of his grace and how wonderful grace is. And there's a lot of aspects of grace that we're going to talk about. So I hope you'll be there on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. for that. After the worship service on Sunday morning, we are going to have our second quarter business meeting. Our second quarter business meeting where we kind of go over the activities of going on in the church. There's been a lot of change in the second quarter that we've had to deal with a little bit. And so we want to spend some time just handling the business of the church. And so if you're a member of the church, please see if you can be there and hang around after the worship service for that. We're going to start probably about 15 minutes after the worship service. Shouldn't take too long out of your day. We'll get you on the road for lunch pretty quickly after that. But that's going to go on Sunday as well. And then I want to make mention of a couple of opportunities as we look into August, because our church is responsible for Meals on Wheels in August. And so the entire month of August, all the days of August, we will deliver Meals on Wheels. If you want to volunteer and participate in delivering meals to those people in our community that get those meals from the hospital, there's a sign-up sheet in the foyer where you can pick a day and say you'll be willing to do that. And so that would be great if you could participate in that. If that area of ministry is interesting to you, a great time to be able to do that. And so there's also one other thing I'll make mention of is I received some information from the hospital where they're looking for hospice volunteers to be able to volunteer when somebody is near that end stage of life, and go in and check on them and sit with them for a little bit and take care of them, etc. And so there's some training associated with that. If you're interested in doing that, what a great way to give back to your community, to be there for somebody as they deal with some of those final challenges in life. And you might be able to say a word for the Lord while you're in there as well. And so awesome opportunity to be able to do that and encourage, people. These are outreach activities that we should always look to support and participate in. So that's what the activities are for this week, and some outreach opportunities that are that make you guys aware of. So I look forward to seeing you at the church on either Wednesday night or on Sunday morning, or maybe even Saturday at the church for that rummage sale that is going on. Hope you guys have had a great week, and I look forward to seeing you at the church. Love you guys.